national prestige. You might say, how do we make a living if we stop this illegal activity? Well, as a young individual, you can channel your energy into positive endeavors that can help you generate income and create an adequate future for yourself. These are some ideas to help you generate income. You can go into starting a business. You can also acquire digital skills or gain agricultural knowledge or engage in farming. You can also acquire art and creativity. You talk about technology and innovation. Then, skills and vocational training. Please note that success often requires dedication, consistency, and continuous learning. This message is brought to you by your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
This is what we've waited for, the showdown, the fastest men in the world.
Hearts racing.
One light, two lights. They're backing off and backing.
Pulse rising.
Who will come out on top? Who'll take three lights, four.
He's ready to be the star. The anticipation.
Powerful, strong. Time, Tyson Gay right. Rolled all the way, he's looking around.
The heart stops.
Catch the sports game on Sports Attack Mondays through Fridays 6:30 a.m. and Today's Sport Live 3 to 4 p.m. and also on the weekends 1 to 6 p.m. only on your premium sports radio. Today 95.1 FM.
I wanna take you away.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekunle Odwan, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
My name is Anayo Iwala, Super Eagles and Experience attacker, and I am with you on Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Keep listening.
It was a state of dismay as Anfield was desecrated by the Johnny Fellows from Italy. 3 goals sealed the night for Atalanta. Would it be the same that will seal the dreams of a treble for Liverpool and the cup coming to Anfield? Can Liverpool overturn this huge deficit when they travel to the Jewish Stadium in Atalanta? All right, that will be the question that I will be requiring answers from you when I throw open the phone lines later on the show. Can Liverpool overturn this huge deficit in the UEFA Europa League when they travel to the Jewish Stadium in Atalanta? Can they come back from 3 goals down and seal a win, keeping their hopes alive for a treble? That will be the question requiring answers from you later on the show. All right, a very good morning to you and welcome as I bring to you Sports for Breakfast on your premium talk news and sports radio station Today 95.1 right here in the heart of the Garden City of Port Harcourt. My name is Osas Ihimwe. You can call me the demigod of sports. I will be the one to take you through this amazing experience from the world of sports. Don't go nowhere as the show will be right back after this timeout.
I say, now day I so hey. For the latest update in the world of sports, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM. MK say so. One love.
All right, I will start off from the world of athletics, where in a landmark decision, World Athletics announced the introduction of prize money for all gold medalists at this summer's Paris 2024 Olympics, becoming the first international federation to award prize money at an Olympic game. The total prize pot of $2.4 million has been ring-fenced from the International Olympic Committee's revenue share allocation, which is received by World Athletics every 4 years. This will be used to reward athletes who win a gold medal in each of the 48 athletic events in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games with $50,000 each. This initiative by the World Athletics also includes a firm commitment to extend the prize money at a tiered level to Olympic silver and bronze medalists also. While sharing details of the decision, World Athletics President Sebastian Coe said, and I quote, "The introduction of prize money for Olympic gold medalists is a pivotal moment for World Athletics and the sport of athletics as a whole, underscoring our commitment to empowering the athletics and athletes and recognizing the critical role they play in the success of any Olympic Games." All right, still with athletics, we will continue when we come back from this timeout.
Madam, you don't try this new Lush Hair 4-in-1 no-lie relaxer kit. We get free neutralizing shampoo and conditioner join.
What? Me, I know deal.
You're not even sabi wetin dey happen for town. You see this Lush Hair relaxer so?
E no dey pepper, e no dey burn. E go even make your hair shine like oil.
Na so, Lush Hair relaxer kit na correct. We no go make your hair cut. We no go make your hair dry. E no dey pepper and e dey relax hair well. Come buy your own.
Lush Hair, be beautiful.
All right, so welcome back. It is still Sports Attack on your premium news talk and sports radio station Today 95.1, right here in the heart of the Garden City of Port Harcourt. And we were still on athletics and continuing with athletics. Janet Adesina wins the women's 100 meters and places second in the 200 meters at the MTN Champ in Ibadan. She says it hasn't been easy getting parental support for her athletics career, but hopes to do better so as to secure a track and field scholarship in the United States.
Graduated from senior secondary school, so I'm planning to have a good time to travel overseas. That's what I'm actually working on, and I know we are going to get it. Yeah, it was not easy. So my mom could agree without quarrel, but she could even agree. So not easy to convince her. So not easy at all.
Elsewhere, Kehinde Ojo won the youth boys 200 meters and finished second in the 100 meters at the MTN Champ in Ibadan. Ojo was one of the MVPs from season 1 who was flown to the grand finale in Abuja, and it's an experience that he relishes.
I feel happy about my performance because mostly I'm here for my PB, not for the position. My achievement here is better than last year. Last year around 11.41 and this year around 11.29. So it was really a great experience because I had to call the plane all the way from Ibadan to Abuja, and I made a lot of friends and I learned new things. I learned things that are great things, takes time, so we just have to wait for our turns.
In the hurdles, Stella Ayanleke won the women's 100 meters hurdles. She wasn't pleased with her winning time and has set a target on how fast she hopes to run this season.
Don't let me say I was disappointed about that. I really expected more, but I'm going to say the next competition is going to be better. I don't say it. Okay. I must say it's more of like a mental thing. I just gave myself that intrinsic motivation to just come here and just compete again and do better.
Also, Aziz Afolabi Swara won the junior boys 400 meters hurdle title at the MTN Champ in Ibadan. He says that he started athletics about a year and a half ago and got into the hurdles last November and hopes to specialize in it. He wants to dominate the world stage someday.
Not up to a year actually. I started November here. I started the drills, started a little bit, but I had the speed as a sprint miler. Then I do the quarter mile too, so I have the endurance a bit. Although I just started athletics a year and a month ago, a year and 6 months ago, so just 1.5 years, and it's already going well. I just want to get to the world stage and if possible break the world record. You know, I've seen Kasiwa Home, I've seen Roy Benjamin, then I've seen a lot of them. I just want to be like them, make it to the world stage.
Meanwhile, the final day of MTN Champ Ibadan saw fireworks in the relays with the Continental team racing to victory in the men's and women's 4x100 on Monday, 8th April at the Lakon Salami Stadium to bring the curtain down on 4 days of intense and exciting competition amongst 153 schools and 72 junior and senior teams. African Games multiple medalist Olayinka Olajide anchored the Continental team to victory in the women's race, partnering with Prestina Ochonogo, Janet Adesinya and Patricia Aho Akpo of Benin Republic to bring the baton home in a time of 46.60 seconds, with Arena Academy and Kwara State settling for silver and bronze respectively. The men's race was won by Continental B, comprising Obashola Olaolua, John Caleb and Ganiyu Hassan, as well as Hinwa Vignimo Gaston. The quartet took the title in 41.43 seconds, with Continental Team A comprising of Enoch Adegoke, Olaolu, Olatunji, Jeremiah Nathaniel and Charles Akoda winning silver with a time of 41.76 seconds. OAU Spartans took the bronze medal from that one. Now, leaving athletics, we move straight into tennis, where Norwegian Casper Ruud, world 8th seed, reached the quarterfinals of the Monte Carlo Masters by winning against Paul Hubert Hawkers, the 10th seed, 6-4, 6-2 at Monte Carlo Country Club on Thursday evening. Ruud, ranked number 10, will face the winner of the match between Italian lucky loser Lorenzo Sonego and Frenchman Hugo Hobert, who is the world number 14 seed. Elsewhere, 7th seed Holger Rune defeated the 9th seed Grigor Dimitrov 7-6, 3-6, 7-6, saving 2 match points in the game that lasted for 3 hours and 30 minutes. With that, Rune would face Yannick Sinner in the quarterfinals, which he says would be a great experience.
Yeah, it's going to be great, you know. He's for sure the favorite at the moment. I have the winning record 2-1, but let's see how it's going to be. If it's going to be 2-all or 3-1. I mean, he's been definitely the player that almost nobody could beat. I think only Carlos beat him this year so far, and he's the other greatest player this year, I think. So, it's going to be a big challenge, especially after a long day today. So I'm going to recover and try to do my best.
Talking about Yannick Sinner reached his third ATP Masters 1000 quarterfinals of the season on Thursday when he defeated Jean-Léonard Struff 6-4, 6-2 to set up an epic clash with Holger Rune at the Rolex Monte Carlo Masters. Still with tennis, world number 1 Novak Djokovic got his revenge over Lorenzo Musetti after beating him at 7-5, 6-3 at the Monte Carlo Masters to reach the quarterfinals. The 24-time Grand Slam champion lost to Musetti last year at the same tournament when he suffered a shock third-round defeat to the Italian. Djokovic says he got into the game after an interaction with the crowd.
It's an opportunity to come in against a player like Musetti, who is very good in defending. He's very quick. He's very talented from both forehand and backhand corner. He can hurt you from inside a court, but also, as we've seen in some incredible points and passing shots he's made also from far in the court. So that was, I guess, part of the plan, is try to take away the time and be more aggressive, be more solid. I think he started better. He was a better player for 8 games, and then 4-3 new balls, the match turned around. Really, I had this nice interaction with the crowd, and then from that moment on, he maybe lost his focus a bit.
All right, leaving tennis, we head to the LI Sport of Golf as the opening round of the Masters started at 3:30 UK time on Thursday after weather delay at Augusta. Having announced earlier on Thursday morning that the day's first group would not tee off before 2 p.m. British summer time, 1 hour later than scheduled, organizers subsequently confirmed a further 90 minutes delay before opening play would commence. World number 2 Roy McIlroy was grouped with world number 1 Scottie Scheffler and reigning Olympic gold medalist Xander Schauffele for the first 2 rounds of the 88 Masters at the Augusta National. Talking about Roy McIlroy claimed his claimed that he's pleased with a solid start to his Masters tournament after he shot a 1-under par 71 by suggesting that he will be keeping an eye on Scotty Scheffler in round 2 in order not to drift too far from the leader.
It's satisfying in one sense because it is a decent start compared to what I have, the way I have played here in the previous few years. But I felt like I could have been 2 or 3 better today. So, yeah, look, it's a good start. It's a solid start. I'm definitely not out of the tournament. I don't feel like I'm chasing anything tomorrow. I'm playing beside Scotty, who is obviously one of the leaders, so I'll be able to keep an eye and see what he's doing. But, yeah, overall, solid day's work, and looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow.
Elsewhere, Tiger Woods hit an incredible chip shot on the par 4 11th hole at Augusta National during the first round of the Masters, which had the commentator almost losing his voice. Now to Formula One. Mercedes principal Toto Wolff believes Kimi Antonelli is in the strongest position to succeed Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes next season. Wolff stated that Kimi has always been part of the Mercedes plan and that they are working on seeing him compete for the construction.
The program of Kimi driving Formula One has been in place for a long time and hasn't changed massively over the last few weeks. What we have done is added more days, but what you will see in the next few months has been in place, and obviously he's been our young boy since a long time with James, and we're keen to see what he's able to do in the Formula One kind. Kimi will be doing just fine.
Moving to boxing, Tyson Fury says he respects Alexander Usyk as a man and as a fighter going into their May 18th pay-per-view fight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But Fury suggested that his not so secret advantage will be too much for Usyk to overcome. Fury stated that if he can't beat Usyk, then he is not good enough.
And I'll say it again, if I can't beat Usyk, I'm no good, clearly. That's your headline. If Tyson Fury can't beat Usyk, Tyson's no good. End of. I'm not going to pull any punches. It is what it is. If I can't beat Usyk, I'm no good. Say I'm no good. And then I'll get a rematch with him and say I'm no good again if I lose again. What more is there to do?
All right, so that's the much we can take from other sports. Let's talk football. But before we head straight into football, remember that the question of the day still remains, can Liverpool turn the deficit? 3 goals deficit from Atalanta when they travel to Atalanta next week in the UEFA Europa League. Can Liverpool overturn this deficit and keep their dreams of winning a treble alive? Now straight to football. We start from the grassroots where Bayelsa State Governor Senator Dwoyo Diri was on Thursday presented a branded jersey of the Prosperity Cup, heralding the sign of things to come in season 6 of Nigeria's biggest grassroots football spectacle, otherwise known as the Bayelsa State Governors Football Tournament. The presentation was done by the DG Bayelsa Governors Football Tournament, Ono Akpe, during the weekly Prosperity Walk at the Samson Siasia Stadium. After the jersey presentation, the governor was also presented with trophies for the male, female and para soccer tournament. The leader of the House, Right Honorable Monde Ugbolo, presented the male soccer trophy, while Honorable Egba presented the female soccer trophy. The para soccer trophy was presented by the head of service. Off to the MPFL, where the Nigerian Premier Football League enters match day 30 this weekend. Doma United will be up against Remo Stars. Benel Insurance will entertain Kano Pillars. Enugu Rangers will take on Abia Warriors. Gombe United will trade tackles with Kwara United. Eyimba will be up against Heartland FC in that Oriental derby. Aqua United will take on Niger Tornadoes. Bayelsa United will do battle with Castina United. Rivers United will play host to Plateau United. Sporting Lagos will entertain Sunshine Stars, while Shooting Stars will trade tackles with Lobi Stars. Rangers are on top of the log with 51 points and would be looking to go clear of second place Lobi Stars, who are on the same points but shy on goal difference. Meanwhile, a Norwegian club, HamKam FC, enters into a partnership with a Nigerian top flight football side, Eyimba FC, Georgian Brown and Chris Twidi brought Leon Badaki and Prince down to Aba in Nigeria to get to know Eyimba FC and their academy. The purpose is to create a good collaboration that gives both clubs positive ripples effect. HamCam will help Eyimba build up the structure of their club, especially at youth level. Now we'll talk the Super Eagles, where Victor Boniface scored his first goal since December to give Bayer Leverkusen a 2-goal cushion in the Europa quarter-final tie against West Ham. Leverkusen went into yesterday's match enjoying a 41-game unbeaten run and were high on confidence, still on course for 3 trophies this season. The introduction of Nathan Teller, Jonas Hoffman and Victor Boniface in the second half marked a positive change in the intensity gear at the Bay Arena, which paid off with the goals coming in. Now switching to the Europa League proper, one match blew the minds of all football lovers yesterday, and that was Liverpool losing to Atalanta right there at Anfield. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp is unhappy with unrecognizable Liverpool after that damaging loss to Atalanta. The result leaves the Reds with a 3-goal deficit to chase ahead of next Thursday's second leg in Italy.
Unfortunately, there's nothing really positive to say about the game. I mean, the start was good and unlucky with Harvey's crossbar maybe. That period would be 100% deserved if you go 1-0 up with Darwin's chance. We had other good moments, so that was really good. But from a specific moment on, and I don't know exactly a minute, but it became, it was really a bad game. There's nothing positive to say about that.
All right, Liverpool will return to the Premier League in action on Sunday as they take on Crystal Palace, and that is where we will open the phone lines with the question: can Liverpool overturn the 3-goal deficit and keep their hopes of a treble alive? 0817 00 951 as well as 0810 951 0951. Can Liverpool keep the hopes alive? Can Liverpool still believe in winning a treble? Can they keep the hope alive after a 3-goal loss to Atalanta yesterday at Anfield? Can they go over to Italy and overturn the result, scoring 3 goals or more to see themselves stay put in the Europa League? Can Liverpool keep alive their hopes of a treble this time? 0817 00 951 as well as 0810 951 0951. All right, meanwhile, Arsenal are reportedly set to make an offer for Sporting Lisbon's Victor Gyökeres, who is currently one of the most prolific strikers in the world, surpassing Manchester City's attacker Erling Braut Haaland's goal tally of 37 games with 30 goals and 6 assists. Now we head to the phone lines. Hello, caller. Good morning to you. Hello, caller. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Your name and where you're calling from.
This is Noble Dixon calling from Auda.
Noble, welcome. Go ahead with your thought. The question is, can Liverpool keep their hopes alive of a treble? Can they overturn the deficit, 3-goal deficit?
Well, in football, you can't say never until it's over. But that is a big mountain for Liverpool to climb. But I don't see the possibility of them overturning it.
So that means it is bye-bye for Liverpool.
For now, it's bye-bye, but anything can still happen. I could remember the case of PSG and Barcelona, Napoli and Chelsea. Anything is possible in football, but humanly think it's still possible, but in football, anything is possible. In future, to be me, I think your club should more channel his strength in Premiership, because as per that Europa League, it only takes extraordinary to do the ordinary thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your call. The phone lines are still open, 0817 00 951, as well as the second line, 0810 951 0951. And the question still remains, can Liverpool overturn the deficit when they go to Italy next week? Can they go over there and get 3 goals or more to keep themselves alive in the Europa League and keep their dreams of winning a treble alive? 0817 00 951 as well as 0810 951 0951. Now talking Sheffield United, as Sheffield United will have 2 points deducted at the start of next season if they play in the English Football League. According to the EFL on Thursday, this is punishment for defaulting on payments to other clubs relating to the 2022/2023 season when the Blades were promoted from the Championship. All right, the phone lines are still open. Let's see if we can take 1 or 2 calls before we call it a wrap on today's episode of Sports Attack. 0817 0000 951 as well as 0810 951 951. Looking at some fixtures for this weekend in the EPL. Newcastle will take on Tottenham Hotspur. Brentford will be up against Sheffield United. Burnley will take on Brighton and Hove Albion. Manchester City would entertain Luton Town. Nottingham Forest will do battle with Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Bournemouth will take on Manchester United. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from. You have 30 seconds.
All
right, welcome. Go ahead. 30 seconds it is.
Okay. Max is calling from me. This Liverpool, what was it called?
Liverpool were defeated in Anfield yesterday, 3-0 by Atalanta.
Jesus Christ. Are you for real?
Very real.
Aston Villa?
Aston Villa defeated their opponent 2-1.
2-1. Wow, that's not enough for Villa. Tottenham played last night.
Sorry?
West Ham.
West Ham were defeated yesterday by Bayer Leverkusen by 2-0.
Are you serious? Wow. That's nice.
All right.
I want the topic. The headline.
Can Liverpool overturn the deficit when they go to Italy next week? Quickly, just a yes or a no. Do you think they can?
No. It's over.
It's over for Liverpool. All right. Thank you so much for your call. And as we look at wrapping up on Sunday, Liverpool will take on Crystal Palace, while West Ham will entertain Fulham. Arsenal will take on Aston Villa. All right, so that's the much we can take on the show this morning. Many thanks for sticking around. Do remember, we will be here by 3 p.m. to bring to you today's Sports Live, where we would discuss more on these topical issues. I am Osasin Hewen saying stay lifted and stay blessed and have a lovely day ahead.
A life without purpose is a life without destination. Find the right direction for your life as you join Pastor Chris Ugo for 5 minutes of purpose discourse every weekday on Living with Purpose and Power.
Hi, my name is Chris Ugo, and this is Living with Purpose and Power. Thank you for being a part of today's broadcast. Today I'm continuing a study I began yesterday called God is Faithful. You see, the God you and I serve is a faithful God. You can trust God. He can be trusted. If you must have faith, you must believe that God is faithful. In 1 Corinthians 1 verse 9, it says, God is faithful, by whom you were called into the fellowship of his Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Why should you and I trust God? We must trust God because he provides for us. You must trust God because he cannot lie. Why should you trust God? Because he's constant. He never changes. Why should you trust God? Because he has a good plan for your life. You must trust God because he's loving. 1 John chapter 4 verse 16 says, we know how much God loves us and we have put our trust in his love. You must trust God because he cares. 1 Peter 5:7, it says, casting all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. Why should you trust him? You must trust him because his word comes to pass. Why must you trust him? You must trust God because he gave his Son for you. If he freely gave his Son, how will he not also freely through him give you all things? Many today, they struggle with trusting God, but there's a reason behind all of that. Some don't trust God because of the family background. They come from a family where nobody trusts God, or they break their word. Father break their word to the son, their mother break their word to the daughter, so they were raised not trusting. Many don't trust God because of past disappointments and betrayals in their lives. Many don't trust God because they have a wrong view about God. Some don't trust God because they are going through satanic deception. The enemy has deceived them. Many don't trust God because of peer pressure. God is faithful to do the following in your life. Pay attention. Number one, God is faithful to work out his plan for your life. Psalm 138 verse 8, the New Living Translation says, the Lord will work out his plans for my life. For your faithful love, O Lord, endures forever. Don't abandon me, for you made me. Next, God is faithful to help you every day. Psalm 68 verse 19, the New Century Version puts it like this. It says, praise the Lord, God our Savior, who helps us every day. Next, God is faithful to rescue and deliver you. Rescue you from fear, rescue you from evil, rescue you from trouble. Psalm 18 verse 17 says, he delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. God is also faithful to guide you. It doesn't matter how confused things and issues of life may be. God is faithful to guide you. God is faithful to restore you. Psalm 14 verse 7, the NIV translation, it says, oh, that salvation for Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord restores, watch this, the fortunes of his people, let Jacob rejoice and let Israel be glad. God is also faithful to make a way of escape in the face of temptation. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, no temptation has overtaken you except such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will also make the way of escape that you may be able to bear it. I pray for you that God will help you today. I pray for you that God will cause you to enjoy provision, that God will deliver you and your family this season. And because you have listened to this broadcast, that God will cause you to escape every attack of Satan. I speak healing, I speak wholeness over you completely. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
You've been listening to Living with Purpose and Power. Connect with Pastor Chris Ugo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Chris Ugo, or email hello@chrisugo.org. Tune in on Monday, same time on this station.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered on air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today 95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
A very good morning to you. It's 7 a.m. and this is the World News on a Premium Talk Radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, Friday, April 12, 2024. The headlines: River State Police Command in joint operation kills wanted criminal in Delta State. People of Rumikbe in Emoha LGA blame cases of mortality on oil exploration in the area. Maize Farmers Association of Nigeria raises concern over abandoned government assets in agriculture. On the foreign scene, Russia launches Angara A-5 rocket after several aborted missions. Now, the details. Our former governor of Rivers State, Peter Odili, has endorsed Governor Siminalayi Fubara as the political leader of the state. He praised Fubara for defending the interests of Rivers people amid political crisis rocking the state. Odili, who served between 1999 and 2007, stated that Fubara, having secured his electoral victory both through the ballot and the courts, is now the political leader of the oil-rich state. The former governor said this during the inauguration of a primary healthcare center in Indoni, his hometown in Ogba Egbema Indoni LGA. That's his local government area. Assessing Governor Fubara's performance, Odili commended him for making significant strides in critical sectors within his first term in office, particularly focusing on the well-being of the people. He noted that Fubara's administration is in alignment with President Bola Tinubu's agenda, especially in the health care sector, following the recent launch of the Primary Health Care Fellows Scheme by the federal government. He encouraged the governor to maintain this alignment with the president and his policies to attract federal government attention and support to the state. The River State Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Prince Isaac Umejuru, says consistent prayers of women is the reason the state government under Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, has not collapsed. despite the distractions and evil machinations of some political actors. Isaac Umejiru spoke when he visited women of Egi clan in Ogba Egbema Indoni local government area under the aegis of Egi Women Welfare Association led by Patience Manesa. Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development said the turnout of women is an indication of the love they have for Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, who is an indigene of Egi clan. Isaac Umejiru urged the women of Rivers State, particularly Egi clan, to continue in their prayers for the state government, just as he conveyed the resolve of Governor Fubara to provide dividends of democracy to Egi clan and all parts of the state.
Again, go dey victimize. Before, monkey dey walk, babu dey chop. But today, monkey go walk, monkey go chop. Make babu, make hungry. This is the truth. So I thank Ona. Ona be soldiers today. Make Ona go the field. Make Ona no pursue anybody. Accept the people. Because shame dey catch plenty people. Ona not allow the shame catch them. Make the shame catch us for them. Make we connect them. Because I also tell them they no get where to go. Siminalayi Fubara na him be the governor of Rivers State. Till 2020. And they go continue again.
On their part, the Egi Women Welfare Association, led by Patience Manesa, pledged their unalloyed loyalty for the state government.
Every attack from any group, the feet of hell, and whoever we stand as we are daughters of Zion, whether we decree from sinful and God and mercy, or your doctrine the commission of Isaac, to all of them that are working with them, Jehovah will defeat today, that they will complete their fellowship, Father will hurt them, God's pity and God mercy. Jesus we decree, Father we decree that we are not started. We are in it to get the benefit of democracy.
The Rivers State Police Command has killed a notorious criminal, Peter Chukwu, who has been on the wanted list of the Nigeria Police since 2017 after leading his gang to kill over 20 persons in Igboshmini community in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State in 2017. Peter Chukwu, who is popularly called Daddy Chukwu, and members of his gang were also reported to have allegedly killed several persons and involved in assassination activities. Commissioner of Police Olatunji Disu, who briefed newsmen at the command headquarters on Moscow Road, said Chukwu was killed at his native doctor's place in Delta State in a joint operation between some police team from Abuja, Delta, and River State. CP Disu narrated how the slain Chukwu and members of his criminal gang killed the Community Development Committee chairman of Igboshmini community and another man inside a church, and also attempted to kill a hotel owner in Port Harcourt by planting a tracker in his car and detonating explosive devices in his hotel.
6th of March 2024, on credible intelligence, we located one of his hideouts in an hotel in Egrita. A team of operatives stormed the location, but Daddy Chukwu, also known as Uboni, escaped into the roof, jumped into the next compound, and relocated to Delta State. But there's something important we located in his room. We discovered a list of people he intends to kill on his assassination list. So that made us make up our mind quickly that he needed to be picked up. In Ibusa, he was found hibernating in the residence of his herbalist, where he went for spiritual fortification. He put up a fierce resistance, and in an attempt to escape, he was fatally wounded and he succumbed to the injury.
CP Disu commended Inspector General of Police, Delta State operatives of River State Police Command, and residents of the state for their continuous support in bringing peace, and assured of the commitment of the police in ensuring the security of lives and property. Speaking on behalf of Igboshmini people, Livingston Weche, who commended the police authority for defeat, called on the Commissioner of Police to go after the remaining criminals and their sponsors who are still threatening the people.
Landmark victory for our community under the watch of CP Tunji Disu. And the community has requested that we should specially thank you, sir, the command and the IG for this timeous intervention, which is an indication of actions to save life and protect life and property. CPs have come and gone. Many waters have gone under the bridge, compromises here and there. But you've given a different story that the police can be relied upon, and we are not taking it for granted, sir. Our community is still under threat. These criminal gangs and their known sponsors have threatened to launch a fresh attack to give this result a bad name. And
Today FM Uchendia Jowo reports that operatives of the police arrested 5 gang members of late Daddy Chukwu and recovered some pump-action guns, AK-47 rifles, and military as well as police camouflage in the course of investigation into the killing of the notorious criminal. Members of the Rumuweda family in Rumokrusi community in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State have called on the Commissioner of Police Olatunji Disu to prevail on a man simply identified as Monday who's to stay clear of their landed property. Iai Yonghon, who is chairman of Rumuweda family, in an interview with Today FM, insists that Rumuweda family does not have a boundary with the Riebe people, that Monday, whom he described as a notorious land grabber, has been using police to terrorize members of his family. While emphasizing the need for CP to urgently intervene, warned that his family will not be silent and watch anyone illegally claim their inheritance.
This is a great opportunity to call on the Commissioner of Police to prevail on one Mr. Mondo to leave Rumwele family alone. Rumwele family do not have land boundary with Irebe. Mondo been terrorizing us since 2018. He has used all the police formation to ensure that he grab our land. Has decided to invade our land again with 4 dozers. We are calling on the Commissioner of Police as a matter of urgency to please prevail on it.
When Today FM correspondent reached out to the said Mr. Monday on phone, he promised to get back to Today FM for his reactions to the allegations. The people of Ubima community in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State have faulted the news by the indigents of Umobunwo, Umojie, Umoeka on the burial of their son in the area, describing late Oscar Inamdi Umeya as former paramount ruler of Ubima. The spokesman, Ubima Council of Chiefs Innocent Amadi, who described the news as laughable and childish, insists that Oscar Inamdi Umeya was not a royal majesty before his death. Chief Amadi called on the general public to disregard such misleading information and challenge the family to present the corpse to the Ubima Oha in council, Ubima Town Council of Chiefs, or any recognized organ as the tradition demands, in paying the last respect to a hero as they claim. The spokesman clarified that the only recognized traditional ruler produced in the history of Ubima are late Eze S.W. Wezobi as the 3rd class chief, late Eze Chima 2nd class, and Eze I.P. Williams, which was elevated to 1st class by the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. The people of Rumikpe in Emoha local government area of Rivers State have decried the rising cases of mortality as a result of water and air pollution caused by oil exploration activities in the area. Chiefs in the community who made this known during a visit by members of a human rights organization under the aegis of Pilex Center for Civic Education Initiative said women are mostly affected. Chief Chika Intara and Chief Yali Ukudu, who expressed difficulty in farming and fishing activities in the area, disclosed that pollution has destroyed their sources of livelihood.
People who want to intervene, our problem that since 1958 we have been suffering. If I was born, my father told me that Shell has come, and since that date I'm saying there's no impact from Shell to the community. My women daily die for premature pregnancy. My women died monthly because of all this pollution. They can't go to farm and harvest their crops. You talk of the water. All our aquatic this thing is off.
When we heard that Share Rumekwe want to pack and go, we felt helpless. I was small. I used to see my parents go to farm, bring us crops in a large quantity. And today, if we go to farm, we cannot produce anything again. The water we drink, today, those our waterways or our stream have been polluted. The fishes in the water, if you test any, you are eating crude.
On their part, our public health expert, Beye Briggs, sensitized the people of Rumekwe on the need for proper blood and water examination to ascertain the causes of death in the area.
People will say, but sometimes we boil our water before we drink it. When you boil your water, it's only the microorganisms that dies. Can the crude oil die? If when you boil it, it becomes even more potent. Is it not? This food that do go for it, it's not boiling that they boil the crude oil, that petrol comes out. So when you boil if there is crude oil in this water that you drink and you boil it before you drink it, you even increase its potency. And that's how we can get exposed. So we just don't want to dwell on hearsay. Just like the coordinator has said, that when you go to court or you want to make advocacy, it's not hearsay. When I was driving past, I saw crude oil on the road. It means that the farmland is polluted. How did you know? Did you test it?
Also, the coordinator of Pilex Center, in ceremonial courage, assured the people of transparency in ensuring that they are compensated and justice served.
We don't speak out, nothing will happen. By the time we do this impact assessment and we come up with a document, we can use it to make demands nationally and internationally. And our hope that it will even get up to the point of United Nations, so that some kind of help will come to the people. But as for the multinationals that did this to the land and they feel like they just want to run away after polluting the land, we'll do our best to hold them responsible through advocacy and courtroom litigation.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Just stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
We thank you for staying with us. The president of Maize Farmers Association of Nigeria South Region, Godwin Ejiogo, has raised concerns over abandonment of some crucial government assets in the agriculture sector. Ejiogo, in an interview with Today FM, Olawale Sanusi expressed disappointment over neglect of the Rumodumaya feed mill in Obiakpo local government area, the Agro City project and banana farm in Eche LGA, the Korokoro fish farm and poultry in Thai LGA, and the Andani fish farm, among others. He highlighted the significant potential these abandoned projects hold for employment creation and additional revenue generation if rehabilitated. Ejiogo emphasized that rehabilitating such abandoned projects would not only boost food production but also help address food insecurity in the state.
Maya feed mill, 1,000 to 2,000 employment can be created there. LOR Agro City project, known as Adama project in Eche local government, with 5,000 hectares abandoned. Kurokuru fish farm and poultry farm abandoned. Banana farm at Thai abandoned. Cassava at Okwale abandoned. Muyekra and Bori farm abandoned. Akabuka poultry farm abandoned. Andoni fish farm abandoned. Alo fish farm abandoned. Ikurengwo in Eche fish and poultry farm abandoned. Kuto land in Ebeke and Woba abandoned. Omanachi fish farm at Omuma local government abandoned. Tractor and equipment at 30 Onucha Road, Transamade abandoned.
Ejiogo further appealed to the Rivers State Government and Office of the State Road Maintenance Agency to support rural farmers by improving on road infrastructure and also for loans to enable farmers participate fully in the fresh planting season.
Farmer, my request to government of Rivers State is to approve bulldozer to each LGA to clear roads and assist people to bulldoze their farms and deploy tractors so as to have food sufficiency in Rivers State. Government should in strong terms approve monies for agricultural produce, crop and livestock as to encourage farmers in the rural North Portfolio farmer with a mandate of crop or livestock, just like what the Cross River governor did. He issued out 30 billion to farmers, and this has a long way to go to the farmers in that state. Even in Oyo also released about 20 billion to their farmers. So Rivers State can as well do the same.
Our farmer, Precious Kakiri, has shared the ordeal of his wife, Constance Kakiri, who was abducted by suspected herdsmen while returning from their farm in the Agbeta community, Eleme local government area of Rivers State. Kakiri, who recounted the terrifying incident to Today FM Olawale Sanusi, stated that the herdsmen are now demanding the sum of 10 million naira as ransom for his 33-year-old wife, who was kidnapped last week, Thursday. He also recounted how the herdsmen ambushed and inflicted machete wounds on him before seizing his wife.
My wife and I, we were coming from the farm, so we were ambushed, 3 of them with machete and stick. They macheted me all over my body, bruises everywhere. And they went away with my wife from on Thursday night, evening, down till today. On Friday, they called demanding for ransom of 10 million. And Saturday, they called reducing the ransom to 6 million. Where can I get this kind of ransom? I'm a farmer. I am not working anywhere. I want the state government, Fubara, to come and rescue me, come and help me. Chief Obarolomate, the Leme local government chairman, to come and help me. Everybody should come and help me. I don't have this money.
Meanwhile, the Queen Mother of Ibubuland, Emerowa Ada Ejiri, has expressed concern over a lack of security in rural areas, particularly during the farming and harvesting seasons. She lamented that the absence of security presence has emboldened herdsmen to attack, rape, and destroy farmlands with impunity.
Ordinary something. But the first woman they kidnapped is one Ogoni woman from Egbalo in my own community too. I was like, it's joking. Then this second one now is one of woman in Agbeta, in the one community of Ebu on Thursday. Till now, I've not heard anything about that. So I was worried. I pleaded and I was crying to government. All this government, no one should left. They should come and help me. I don't know where to place my hand again.
On the foreign scene, Russia has launched its Angara A5 rocket from a space facility in the country's far east after technical glitches prompted officials to abort missions at the last minute for 2 days in a row. The launch of the new space vehicle is intended to showcase Russia's post-Soviet space ambitions and the growing role played by the Cosmodrome, which is located in the forests of Amur region bordering China. Launch attempts earlier were cancelled due to a failure in a pressurizing system in an oxidizer tank and in the engine control system. Minutes after takeoff, the rocket was traveling at more than 25,000 kilometers per hour and entered orbit. In sports, the Nigerian Nationwide League NLO1 has released fixtures for the 2024 season. The new season is scheduled to kick-start on Saturday, April 13, 2024. Kaduna United will battle against Yoka Crocodiles in the opening fixture of the season at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna, while the remaining fixtures of Match Day 1 will be played on Saturday, April 20, 2024. While over 153 teams will participate in the NLO new season, 26 centers have been penciled down to host the new season. To end the news, here is a summary of the major stories. Rivers State Police Command has, in a joint operation, killed a wanted criminal in Delta State. The people of Rumikbe in Emoha LGA blame the increasing cases of mortality in the area on oil exploration. We told you that Maize Farmers Association of Nigeria has raised concerns over abandoned government assets in agricultural sector. On the foreign scene, you also heard that Russia has launched its Angara A5 rocket after several aborted missions. That was the news. Is edited by Stella Sasongu. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on our website, www.todayfmlive.com. I am Kelly Ikemenjima. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Madam, you don't try this new Lush Hair 4-in-1 no lie relaxer kit. We get free neutralizing shampoo and conditioner join.
What? Me, I know deal.
You're not even sabi wetin dey happen for town. You see this Lush Hair relaxer so?
E no dey pepper, e no dey burn. E go even make your hair shine like oil.
Na so, Lush Hair relaxer kit na correct. We no go make your hair cut. We no go make your hair dry. E no dey pepper and e dey relax hair well. Come buy your own.
Lush Hair. Be beautiful.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Time for us to take you through the stories from the newspapers. It's the newspaper review segment on today's Quest Today 95.1 FM. Hello, join us Fridays, 7:30 a.m. on Our Top Picks, and together we'll review the big national stories of the week, all in 30 minutes. It promises so much fun. Our Top Picks, Fridays, 7:30 a.m. Don't miss it.
It's important to us because our target area as government has been healthcare, education, and empowerment in form of agriculture and other things. In the health system today, in Rivers State, the only areas where we can say we have facilities to support health services is the tertiary health care, the BMH that is being controlled by the state, the UPTH that is of the federal government. Other areas is the primary health care. When we met the primary health care, the situation was bad. But I'm happy that the executive secretary said here today that on assumption of office, that what we have recorded has given hope to our people. We are not going to stop in improving that state every day by the special grace of God. We have gone further to improve our health care services by promising our people, not just promising, but ensuring that we see it through. That the zonal hospitals, we must put them back to function. We have invited all the contractors, awarded those jobs, we have asked them to return back to site so that those facilities must function to provide services to our dear people. Let me make it very clear to everyone. It is not about the roads, it's not about the bridges. What is important is the life of our people. The life of our people. We must protect the life of our people. We will end in protecting just life. We will ensure that we provide education for our people. It is the basic thing. If we don't have quality education, affordable health care, what are we talking about? Is it the number that is going to pass through the roads? They are human beings. So humans are the most important aspect that we as a government will focus. And by the special grace of God, we're doing it. I want to ask this community, the LGA, the healthcare, the primary healthcare, to own this facility. Ensure that you defend it, you protect it, you use it for the purposes of its establishment. You shouldn't leave it as government thing for it to rot. It should be something that you should be proud of, that your own son built it and dedicated it to the service of humanity. So I want to urge you, own it. We on our part as government will do everything within our power to make sure that the needed manpower and facility that is required to make it function, we will support and make sure that we deliver it to it. The secretary mentioned about employment. Secretary, when we came on board, the number of doctors that was allocated to you people were 200. But I've given you 1,000 medical doctors, both that of the primary health care, health management board, and the University Teaching Hospital. Is it not enough for you to clap well for me? So it's to tell you that we know the importance of healthcare to our society. I want to thank every one of you. We will continue to stand on the path of right. We will defend the dignity and integrity of the Rivers people. We will not be intimidated. We will continue to do those things that are right, that will make you proud. We're not going back on it. By the special grace of God, what they thought it was going to be evil, God turned it to good. I will not end by not saying this. I'm surprised that I saw the local government chairman of Oboibema here. I'm really surprised. Because I know that for a very long time now, any event that has to do with the state government or the local government chairman, as it were, don't participate. I hope when you leave here, they're not going to sack you. Because I know you're not loyal to me now, so I don't know where to sack you. Or when you leave here, you will get another press interview that it was not you, that it was your shadow. But let me say it here. Every one of you who think you're disrespecting me, you already dug your pit. You will fall inside it. That is the truth. Our minds are very open. We do not wish anybody bad. But we expect you to do and know what is right. For those of you who have chosen to take the path that you think is that way, that leads to their salvation, safe journey. But let me remind you, you see, the river, or what you call stream, one theory about it is this: when it flows in a way or directions that has less resistance. You know what I mean, less resistance? It doesn't go to where there is blockage. It goes to where we allow it flow. And that becomes what you call the turning, the channel of a river or a sea. Siminala Ifubara and his team will continue to take that course that God has given us. We will flow in a direction that your resistance. Look, it doesn't matter to us. We will take the course where, one way or the other, we will get to our destination. And we will make our people proud. They say we are clueless. If providing quality education for our people is being clueless, I agree with them, I accept it. They say we're clueless. If providing quality healthcare services to our dear people means being clueless, we agree with them. It's the truth. They say we're clueless. If targeting critical projects, like this road that we are just awarded, that they've started, Elele, Ebeda, Amok Road. If they say it's being clueless, we agree with them. But we will not go and do roads to our farm. We will not go and do roads because we want to please somebody politically. No. We will do those things that our people, everyone will benefit from. If that one means being clueless, if I change my name to Mr. Clueless. But I thank God, whatever it is they think or they imagine, whatever we're doing, the few we have touched, everyone can attest to it, that there are critical projects consign aspects of the well-being of our people. We made a promise to Mr. President to support him, and we'll continue to support him. How do we support him? Ensuring that our people, their welfare are cared for. Ensuring that our people, those critical things that will make them happy in this harsh situation, we embattle them. Even if we cannot solve all the problems, but we'll go as much as we can to mitigate those things. That is the only way to support Mr. President. We're doing it in the housing. We're doing it now in health services. That is the support. Support is not to carry policemen with plain clothes to come and intimidate people. We will not support Mr. President in that form. We will not record anything that will cut short the life of anybody in this state. We will make this state that society that everyone bears for, egalitarian society, where you're free to express yourself, move about, criticize me objectively, not because of your bitterness. Maybe your criticism will help me, give me a focus. That is the society that I want, and that is the society we want to build. Let me thank this wonderful family. Our leader, this is the best thing you have done, I can tell you. It is the best because you are doing it when you are not in office. The ones I'm doing now, take note, it's not my own, it's public fund, though. Not I, it's public fund. This one we are commissioning today is I. I'm even surprised that he didn't use the word I. So I dash you the word, take an I. Huh? The road we're building, it is not I, it is public fund, it is we. So when I say I am happy to identify with this one is what we call the I project. So I'm happy to be part of this I project. I project for the family or for the old Delis. They've written their name in sand of history. Nobody will forget them. You know what it means. Maybe he won't share this story with you. When I was about, when let's say they gave me the ticket, my place, unfortunately the king of my place is here. The general hospital of Popo was abandoned. Social media was always attacking me. You want to be governor, you don't have healthcare service in your place. Little case, they say to Ekorabase. Is it not shameful? Do you know what I did? I had to personally, with the help of friends, put that hospital in place. No. What I want is to tell you when you want to do things, the importance of medical services. It was with the help of friends, we had to put that general hospital together and it start functioning. And I tell you, we saved a lot of lives. There is a road father here. I don't want to mention his name. He lost his son because there wasn't any functional healthcare service in his place. I don't want to mention his name. He's here in our midst. He lost his son. So people don't know the importance of health services. It's not an issue of you go and build something, you call people to come and commission, you dance, and it's not working. That's not part of our, it's not our agreement with Rivers people. Our agreement with Rivers people is anyone that will want to participate, we will ensure that it functions and it works well. And that is leadership. That is having concern of the people. So let me end it there. I'm happy to identify with this I project. I want the Ndoni people, the Ogbebema people, to own this project, defend it, care for it. It is only when you care for this, more will come. People will be encouraged to come and invest in your place. It is when you support this and protect it, people will also come. Other rich men here will say, look, there is need for us to do this and do that for our people, for their well-being. So I want to thank you for accepting to protect it. For we as a government, like I said earlier, whatever is required to make it function effectively, we will do that and provide for you. Let me on this note thank every one of you, more especially my entourage, the majesties, highnesses that has come with us from Port Harcourt to be part of this history. I want to thank every one of you. God will continue to bless you for being part of a positive history of the Ndoni people.
Thank you.
Later, the gist today, a lot of sweet story, I tell you, sweet story, controversy everywhere. But Governor Sim firing shots yesterday, some major shots yesterday, I tell you. If you say I'm clueless because I will not build a road to my farm, then I agree. And then the shots to the local government chairman. He did talk sometimes, Sha. We say the governor is silent, but he does some talking sometimes. And yesterday he talked. And then the I. You see, those shots where we know who he was aiming those shots at. We know. You know the one that stands on stage and does, I built. And he said, it's not I built, it is we built because I used the state money to build it. So it's not I built. But oddly, you built this hospital for your people. See, this one is to just, pepper you small, make you feel one kind. One of the things I was really glad about listening to this is, today is Friday. It's not like a Thursday morning or perhaps a Wednesday morning when panelists will sit down and they'll not give me a headache. This one will throw their shots, that will throw their shots because it's Rivers politics. Today is just Mr. Nduko, we'll just banter. And when we're done, we'll close and go. I would have to turn off the microphone at any point in time. Welcome everyone to our topics. And by the way, you can't even react to what you just heard. No, not on this beat. You cannot react to it on this beat. It's not possible. That option is not available. So just forget about it. Because what we do on our topics, we review top national stories for the week and we limit it to a particular number, allowing you to react to any of the stories of interest. That's what we do on our topic. So welcome everyone to the show. 7:36 a.m. Today, April 12, 2024. It's a Friday. Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe, we've been talking, so let me introduce him formally. Mr. Emmanuel Ndukwe is here. He's our in-house analyst. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Nigeria.
The politics in Rivers State it's interesting. It's unsettling. It can be a mix of many things at the same time.
Well, Kelly, I think it's politics in Nigeria because whichever state you know is where you know everything about.
Actually.
I tell you, if you go to another state, just cross maybe the nearest state, you will see their own bags of maybe oddities and other things. But I think Rivers State seems to be among the states that have age over others.
So we agree. All right, let's begin with the stories of today. I have no plans to leave Labour Party. Peter Obi speaking. Labour Party presidential candidate in 2023 general election, Peter Obi has affirmed or reaffirmed his commitment to the party, dismissing rumors of an imminent departure. despite the internal crisis rocking the party, Obi affirmed that he has no intentions of leaving anytime soon. He also declared that he is not in any way desperate to be Nigeria's president at any point in his life. He says, I'm not thinking of 2027. My concern is now on how to improve the living standards and conditions of Nigerians. He's been dragged for his charitable deeds in the north, the borehole, when some of those images were put out on social media. Is this the water project that you say you're doing? Anyway, so nobody should be talking about politics now. The focus should be on good governance that will make Nigeria better, so on and so forth. I said leadership crisis in the Labour Party presently is not an abnormal thing. It is an in-house problem, and it will be solved amicably as a family. I have never thought of leaving the LP. I only advocated for peace because I'm a man who believes in peace, and I am a man who believes in unity. I am a man who believes that we are the same. Do you expect this to change if things continue to worsen in the Labour Party?
Yes. It's happened before.
With the same Obi?
Yes, with this same P2B.
Oh.
You see, he was not ready. I was never at any point in time going to leave ABGA. He later left ABGA to PDP. And he stayed in PDP. I can't say that I heard him also say that he was not going to leave PDP, but he later left PDP. And
because
then,
it was very clear he wouldn't have got the ticket of the party.
Yeah.
Very clear.
The truth is that I'm not focusing on whatever reasons. I'm not focusing on reasons, but the issue, yes, leaving is what, and you finally left. Now, Labour Party is also a Nigerian political party. So I'm not going to leave any soon. Well, statement of P2B. But you know that when you, in where people have dignity, and then you have raised, picturing your dignity, and you gathered, one person just stood up, and then, in fact, kicked out a fat that is very smelly.
Okay.
And you have to say, why are you doing this? In fact, no, you should do better than this now. Yeah, it doesn't portray your dignity and all that. He said, I'm not going to do it again. 10 minutes passed after the time, he released another one.
Okay.
Well, after 20 minutes, he released another one. That same person. Then you start looking at him. Is something wrong with this man? And if he tells you he won't release again, you will not believe him.
Because at that point, it's no longer under his control.
You see,
perhaps there's something going on in his
good,
tummy.
whatever is going, the thing is that he's been farting consistently. And he promised not to fart again. Whatever made him go on that trajectory is not considered. Personally, if I were among the dignitaries, I would leave. Yes, I will leave because it's not just fat, but the stench of that fat is not welcome.
Okay. Yeah.
So, P2B, nobody knows, because I don't know. I'm a human. I don't know whether he will leave Labour Party or not. But based on what has happened at least 2 times, who is... I don't know what to say about this.
All right.
You may leave.
0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. That is to send messages across to us on the issues we're talking about this morning. That's the stories, the national stories. All right, SMS, or you prefer to do WhatsApp, use that. The phone lines, when they are open, 0817-00-00951, 0810-9510-951. Again, 0817-00-00951, 0810-9510-951. And then on socials, you have Facebook and X. X Today FM 951, X Today 951, Facebook Today 951 FM. Today 951 FM. You'll find posts for our topics there. Say something. Be part of the family. Let's go to the second story. Ida Victory, security improving. FD declares calls on Nigerians to recover lost values. Oh, by the way, the public holiday ended yesterday. So today, it will be back to work for some people. Some companies, some people will just decide when they come, they'll send messages and stuff. Anyway, the federal government yesterday declared, that was on Wednesday, that the nation's economy has been repositioned and that security situation is improving. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who stated this yesterday, also urged Nigerians to recover lost values and maintain prayers for peace and the well-being of leaders and the country. Idris made a call after the Eid al-Fitr prayer, which marked the end of Ramadan at Kaduna Capital School in Kaduna State. The minister urged Nigerians to pray for President Bola Tinubu, acknowledging his efforts in repositioning Nigeria among the best nations in the world. Do you expect the minister to speak any less? One who is patriotic, one who loves his country. This is how they would speak.
Well, it's in reality that he said all those things does not mean that he loves the country.
Why? Why do you question it?
Thank you very much. He's trying to maintain his salary. At the end of the month, he must take his salary. You see, Kelly, all these things politicians do, all these sweet talks, don't show the actuality of the behavioral pattern of that person and behavioral exhibition. Let me tell you, when you are talking about security has improved and all that, I have never, in this country, I've never seen where the number of persons that have been kidnapped in recent times have happened in this country. Is it an improvement of the security situation? Now you tell me that, yes, the military have been perhaps picking some, I said, of the heads of these insurgents and all that. Yes, it's been happening. But we are saying, who are these that are metamorphosed into bandits and all that? Now taking people as if they are hauling. Kelly, leave that thing. There may be improvement in the economy, but I've not also sensed that. Because when I go to market, I still see things the same way. Is it happening in Abuja alone? The president should tell us that, yes, because of this, that's why you remember how many times he's intervened in the cement issue? Cement is still going high.
It's just once now. But someone, I think, was Comrade Zuda was telling us that cement has dropped. Marginally.
Kelly is not
marginally.
When you talk about marginally, nothing has dropped now.
Well, from 15,000 to 8,000, at least according to him. That's not just a marginal drop.
Thank you very much.
15,000 here.
Thank you very much. If you go today, go and prep cement.
You're saying that is this figure is not correct?
No. It may have dropped at that time.
Okay.
Especially with the intervention of the president of the nation. But I think was it last Saturday or so? I was in my religious duty. Then I reached a cement place. I asked. I said, but the president intervened and said, people should bring it. I said, oh God, let him come and intervene now and tell us how much we bought it. We
should be patriotic. That's what most panelists say, that we should be patriotic. It's a lack of patriotism that makes us exploit ourselves in this country.
I agree. But you see, patriotism is not done in the mouth. Patriotism. It's because of what your country is doing for you sometimes that you stick out your neck to say, let me die in patriotism for this, my nation.
Is this one not patriotic? We regret voting Tinubu. Northern Elders speak. Northern Elders Forum has expressed concerns, regretting that the region voted for President Bola Tinubu. Of the three leading candidates, Tinubu won the election. He polled the highest number of votes. In an interview with The Guardian on Tuesday, Abdulaziz Suleiman spoke of the forum's position, saying going forward, the region will prioritize unity and consensus in selecting a candidate for the highest office in the land. Quizzed on the recent visit and donations by Peter Obi, that's on the focus. The North made a mistake in voting Bola Tinubu to the presidency in 2023, and it's unlikely that they will repeat same error in the future. Can one even, when they make statement like this, it used to be Baba Ahmed, who is now one of the aides to Mr. President. They said a lot of things. They weren't quite outright in the support of Tinubu, but they were pandering around the North and how the North would position themselves in the election and so on and so forth. But now he doesn't speak anymore. He's taking a federal government appointment, so he's chilling somewhere and resting, enjoying his pay every time the pay comes. And the vice president would even send in some time for some of those political gatherings to go speak for the government, and he goes there urging them, be patriotic, support the government. So when you have the North coming out, at least the Northern Elders Forum, speaking like this, should you just drink water, throw away the cup, and forget about it? Because when the time comes, they say when the fan hits the belt, you know what will happen.
Kelly, I've told you, see, when the leaders of this country, who they want to be the president, will be the president.
This is your theory, Mr. Nduka.
I tell you, Kelly.
I don't understand.
You don't accept it, leave. But that's my opinion, and that's what is happening. And it will happen again.
No. I said I don't understand it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I disagree with it.
Okay.
I just don't understand it.
You don't, and it may be difficult for you to understand. You see,
and it will take a long time before the understanding will happen.
Yes. The Northern elders are just being showcasing selfishness at the highest level.
Why?
In this their statement. Good. I'm saying it. I'm here. I want to explain. See, do they want to vote? Perhaps Atiku at that time. But the later, however it happened, they gave it to Tinubu. Now, because perhaps Tinubu had not done the way they think. Because to them, in their selfishness, they want him to focus complete attention to the North or so. Why would they come out and say they regret? Is there any part of the nation that is handled better than others now because Tinubu is the president? Let me tell you, if you calculate the number of years Nigeria has been an independent nation, it's been the North. They've enjoyed more than others. Yes. I'm still in the studio.
They've enjoyed in what sense?
Good. If you talk about leaders of the country, military and civilian, it's favored them now more than.
That's from time.
Yes. And so, in what way will they, assuming Tinubu, let's say, bags them now, and then focus on others and say, let us bring, because Kelly, I don't have money, for instance. I come to you, now you give me money, and I did not improve myself. Is it your fault or my own fault? If you check the North, despite the number of military...
It depends on the amount you give me.
No, you see, when you are talking about this kind of amount, it's not 1 naira.
No, but we don't know now.
It's huge amount of money.
No, but the instance you gave now, so it depends on the amount you give me. If you give me good money...
Kelly.
You know our currency value these days. This is
kind
also
of
a problem.
You see, even if the currency had become perhaps a glorified tissue paper, for instance... It's still, when you talk about billions of it, it's still something.
Is that what they give them?
I don't know. But I'm telling you
But that's what you're suggesting.
I'm telling you, listen now.
But you're suggesting
No, my explanation has not finished.
Okay.
You see, what I'm telling you is that you can develop the North because you have the ultimate power. Being a military dictator, you do everything. And they still have emergencies everywhere.
So the problem of the North is by the North?
Of course.
Okay.
They know it.
We have to open the phone lines. 081700000951, 0810951091. I'm fast like because I've mentioned it before. Phone lines are open. We'll take those reactions as they come. I see some messages here. Social media, Facebook. Let me read a few of them. Chile Edwin puts it this way. Peter will be saying that he won't leave the Labour Party is more like the same promises made to Ojukwu when that he would rather die than leave ABGA, which he never kept, as he is not a character that can be trusted, as indeed the federal government is absolutely correct, because in times past, bombs were being detonated in worship centers during celebrations like this. But for the Northern elders, they should stop distracting the people's president, Tinubu, and allow him to complete the first 4 years, and they will be convinced to vote him and the APC again, because the APC government came on a rescue mission unknown to some persons. There you have it. Hey, are you not convinced?
Support of party.
Today 95.1. Good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother Chief K.
Hi, the real gift. Welcome. Please go on.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Chief Emmanuel.
Good morning, my brother.
Chief K.
Sir.
When you see people in my community, sometimes maybe 3-4 gather together and you ask them, hey, what didn't happen? And it tells you, or didn't only. You know that in born in Menakoko. When somebody tells you nothing happened, check well and beneath you will see that something is happening. Then we stand for front and just stay there for cover. But Mr. Peter will be coming out to tell me, just know that already he's about to leave. Because it is a good an important coach comes out to tell you the board is in support of him, making it already the coach will say they don't sack him. You understand my point?
Not really.
For him leaving. As for the other one, when the Northern elders are telling you this, and they said they use the word future, that means the future might be in 8 years' time. Is it possible? Not 4 years. As far as I'm concerned, they should just allow things be. Just like if Emmanuel said.
All right.
Listen, no favor, now in the complaint. Thank you.
Thank you so much for reaching out. The Real Gift. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Hello, Kelly. Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, my name is Andy, and I'm calling you from Oboko. Kelly.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah, I think the person who came up to say that the security agencies or Nigerian government are succeeding based on the insecurity in Nigeria, that it has reduced a little bit due to the Ramadan celebration, that there was no nothing, there was no going to school communities to disrupt or lavish things. I think, Kelly, I'm not being religious here or in any way. I think these terrorists or bandits, they are all Muslims. And I think, but then not acted. I think they are holding Christians to ransom. I found to be corrected.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Understand what I'm saying.
Your time has even finished. You said they are all Muslims. They are not all Muslims. Yeah. No, we cannot be alleging anyhow. We cannot be alleging anyhow. You said they are all Muslims. They're not all Muslims. The ones kidnapping people in the north, are they Muslims? Ghana. Wow. Anyway, let's take some more calls. Your position is not correct. It's not correct. I'm not sure. So we should wait. You want to land where? Today 95.1. Good morning.
Hello, Kelly. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Colin. Calling for rulemaking.
Okay.
You see, this Nigerian government is a stuff. The way these things are going on in this country, you know that this country is not going anywhere. You see, as President Tinubu won the presidential election, presidential election, you know, and now another that are coming out and saying they will still vote for him again, or they are not going to wait. Even if the man wants to win, he will still win. So without another head that are saying this one, now they're just talking for their own. So whether I like it or not, President Tinubu will still rule.
Okay. That's your position. Thank you so much for reaching out. Let's do some more reactions and we'll read some messages. Perhaps look at the final story. Today 95.1. Good morning.
Kelly Moment.
Hi, Gift. Welcome.
Thank you, guy man.
Ndewo, my brother.
Yes, sir. Peter Obi not leaving Labour Party. They should go and tell that to the Marines, not me. If you remember, people don't even know, and I've been telling them, carry out research. It started with PDP as the first political party, ABGA. From PDP to ABGA. ABGA back to PDP. PDP now to Labour Party. Labour Party is now calculating which other party. These are people that don't have integrity as far as I'm concerned. And I will never support them, and this is what I've been saying since. The Northern elders, they should continue to rant. They've not even seen anything. They should continue. Tinubu will do the second term. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gift, for reaching out. Let me read some more messages, okay? Lawrence Friday, good morning. Today FM, I have no plans to leave Labour Party. Obi statement. Peter Obi has right to join any political party he likes if he so decides.